Hey guys, welcome to today's video, and today we are going to be going over all 19 specials in the game and giving you the opinions and tier list of what I feel about these specials. Feet the bearded one, he's also here. Right.
No.
Oh, fair enough. First, we have Trizuka. I have always a strong choice, gives utility in almost every situation. A tier. Those are all my notes about it.
Short, sweet. I mean, you're not wrong. It's a pretty good utility special. Um, and I like the fact that you get three shots because a lot of specials in different games and whatnot, it's just like you get one or two and then that's it.
Next on the list is Killer Whale 5.1. I have the global range is good, but the length of the special and damage nerfs it, doesn't paint, and other options can do its job better, being like missiles. It is liquid though, and doesn't take away your main weapon. What I mean by liquid is it flows well. Like you just click a button and it activates, and you continue with what you're doing, and you're able to move around freely with it. So I put this in C tier. I might
I
move it.
agree with pretty much most of that. I do like the fact that it's automated instead of in the previous games you have to. Well, in the first game, it was you place it down and you book it.
And Stingray was just.
No, it was not.
Next, we have Zipcaster. I put Spider-Man, but in Splatoon. It is very fun to use. The counterplay is strong when you're able to do it, which is most of the time. It keeps your main weapon and allows you the freedom of flight. So I gave Zipcaster S tier because it's
Yeah,
fun.
not the tier I thought you were gonna put it in.
Well, here's the thing.
Um,
Think of the campaign levels. Think of how much fun it was to be Spider-Man. Like,
I mean, fair enough, but I've never personally used it much.
well, to be fair, the weapons it's on don't really appeal to me. Like, besides brush, other than that, I don't really use Zipcaster because I'm not good at the Splatana Stamper, and I don't want to use it on a Slosher, and I'm not good at Squiffer, and the Blaster takes too much ink. So I would say they can improve it so it's more ink efficient, or make it only ink based and not time based, because currently it's time and ink based, which I feel is a kind of a double nerf. But I put it in S tier.
Mm.
Next, we have Inkjet. Powerful, has counterplay. My one complaint is that when you use it, you kind of feel stuck because the jets don't really move that fast, and the shot cooldown is kind of awkward. It's enjoyable, but feels kind of clunky and slow. I put Inkjet in B tier.
I agree on the mobility. You lose a good decent bit of it. I mean, you do have like a slight dodge ability where you just click a button, you go, but you move literally like 2 feet when a guy can walk faster than you.
Yeah, yeah. So like, if they made it fast, it'd be broken, but maybe make it where it can like dodge side to side. That could give it a little more uniqueness. So that's Inkjet. Next is Big Bubbler. I put useful, and now it paints the ground, which is nice. But it is easily shredded, and the payoff is underwhelming because I pop Bubbler and a Splatling takes it down within seconds. It's hard to add on without making it broken, without making it broken or making it feel like it is left behind. So I put Big Bubbler in C tier.
I agree with that. If they had like maybe a little bit more health or like instead of just one little area to pop it, you have to hit two different ones. So like one breaks and it's half of it, and then you have to go somewhere else to get the other one.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Like, I like that you can't throw it because it makes it where you can't cheese stuff with it. So I enjoyed that you
Oh
can't throw
yeah.
it. But I kind of feel it's just make it where only like I say making only the top vulnerable might be overpowered, but if you could still go through it, then like just making the body invincible doesn't seem that bad to me. Tell me what you guys think in the comments, but that's my take on that. Next, we have Ultra Stamp. I put after the buffs, I like it. It does take away your main weapon, but you can end it early with a good old toss. It is vulnerable from the sides and also the back and also the front. kind of defeats the purpose. Good counterplay, but not when it's whipped at you going 30 knots. Corners are awkward to take, but splash damage helps with that. Again, it feels a little slow. I put Ultra Stamp in B tier.
Personally, this at least was one of my favorite specials, especially in the second game where you could pop that thing, toss it, and kill like 2 people almost every time. I would just chuck it.
Yep. In this game, there's just other specials that do its job better, I guess. Like if you want to like use something to throw, you can use Tri-Strikes or Booyah Bomb. Like there's
If you want to clear a small area right in front of you, triple splashdown.
Yeah, so I just feel like it's a good special, and after the buffs, they made it a lot better. But I do feel being able to be just shredded from the front via heavy edit kind of just defeats the purpose of the special. Next, oh man, Tenta missiles. It has global range. It can one-shot. It paints well. It is quick to use, and thanks to the third game, there's no more spam. Thank goodness. Missile spam in the second game was awful. The missiles did get gypped because of the weapons it's on. Like, all the weapons it's on, I don't really use that much. It's for the best, I'm sure, though. Like, I don't want to see missiles every single match. So I have going off power, S tier, but going off how healthy it is for the game, D tier. And so we're going to go with my personal opinion. I'm going to throw missiles in A tier.
I didn't use missiles much either, just because to me it felt like I can't use it when I really needed it, or by the time I got it, I didn't have enough time to back up, use it, and then get back into the battle.
That's why I always use quick jump with them. So like I'll jump back to spawn, use them, then jump to a teammate, and just keep playing. Yeah, I put them in A tier because they're very strong, but also very unhealthy. And it would be an S tier, but they got rid of the spam, so A tier. It is super good though. Still, like it has counters now, like Bubbler and Inkvac, but it is still super annoying to deal with and kind of hard to put up with. Next, I have Crab Tank. Provides cover from the front while being vulnerable from the back. Has 2 powerful firing modes, and you can survive other specials in ball form. Because like if you throw a Booyah Bomb at a crab, they pop ball form and they survive. They can hold a control of a passage by itself, and can hit behind walls with your lobbing mode. Honestly, this feels very good to use from my perspective, and I wish Crab Tank was on more specials because it is one of my favorite specials. So I'm going to put Crab in A tier.
Pretty good.
Moving on, we have Reef Slider. I barely survive using this thing. Because of the triangles. There's too many of them. It can be panicked, but is very avoidable. There's not much else to say here besides Zone Cheese, but even then I haven't seen Bro in a Zones match for a while. Reef Slider's being sent to D tier. Like, whenever I use Reef Slider, I'm dead before it's over.
Yeah. I do like the fact that they tried making it better by making it the path that gets shot out gets inked as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
This does help trap a couple people. Like, if they're trying to go across to get away from it or just trying to run in general, they just get inked under the feet and it's like, oh crap.
Yep, so if it destroyed bombs, it'd be a lot better, but it doesn't. So, moving on, we have Inkstorm. I believe that this special should have stayed in Splatoon 2. It does not fit Splatoon 3's theme of chaos, but it is nice having the healing factor from the update. It feels weak, but it has nice utility with the healing, and also kind of shoves people out of its radius due to the low pain rate. Low damage, but it's not really meant to kill, it's meant to push. So I'm putting Rain Cloud in B tier.
B tier, really?
If they didn't have the healing, I'd put it in C tier. But it's healing, it's good on zones, and it kind of makes people get out of the way. So it's a nice special.
See, it's good, like, but the only thing is, in order to be like really nice, is you need a double play. You need 2 people using it at the same time to get like that massive chunk of area where like people just can't do anything unless they want to rush it literally into the storm.
I've dealt with a team of all Blobblers before. I've seen that happen. It was not fun.
Of course not, because it damages you, heals them, and by the time you can even kill one, your entire team's dead. It's like,
So that's why I put it in B tier, because it's not that strong, but it isn't really weak. But I do still believe it should have stayed in the second game. Like, it's just not the third game's vibe.
Yeah, this game really didn't need it.
Unlike my next choice, Booyah Bomb. You are almost always able to get use from this special. Powerful it has counterplay and is able to deal damage, paint well, good range, and provides armor as well. But if it is panicked, you can die before you get the armor equipped. So I'm putting Booyah in A tier.
I do like the aspect where you could actually chuck it through grates. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's a neat little thing.
And also it acts as counters to a lot of specials. It can counter bubbler. It
Mhm.
can like counter tacticooler. By that I mean you throw it at a tacticooler, and people who went for a drink are now dead. It can counter
Yep.
crab. It can like you can throw it at jet. Like Trizuka can shoot it down. Tri-Strike can shoot it down. Missiles can shoot it down. So it's to me it's just a very good. Actually, I think I'm gonna move it to S tier. Actually, we're moving him to S tier. S tier.
Especially if you get like multiple people using it, it's like, oh no.
Tri-Strike next. Does good damage and has decent range and also pretty good paint, but it feels awful because you're stuck with no weapon or squid form and you're easily punished. It's fast with throws, so you can end it fast, but it's a special where you need distance so you aren't rushed, and most of the weapons it's on aren't midline or backline. Our Fire Fin Charger is not included in this because it is a backline. It feels like he was supposed to be brilliant, but it could not fill his father's shoes. Then again, his father was a global special. I still love it. I'm just gonna put it in C tier because it just kind of feels weak, and also fighting it doesn't feel good either. Like I would put it in B if you had like squid form or something, but it just feels awkward to use. It's a good idea though. I just don't really like using it. Like it's still a fun special. I still love using it. It's just if I want a special that does its job, I use Booyah.
Hmm. You might lose mobility, but you also get buffed like crazy,
Yeah.
so it's hard for you to die, and you get to chuck it wherever you want and further even.
So Tri-Strikes are still fun, it's just they're not as good as they could be. Next on our list is Tacticooler. Is very good, potentially gives all of your teammates death with no punishment, loads of speed and ink recovery, and in modes like Rainmaker, it can be very useful for a push, and in Tower, it is great because it can body block if it's on the tower. Tacticooler is going straight to S tier.
I still think you should have been a fridge.
Wavebreaker. Low damage, low HP, easily avoided and destroyed. There's not much else to say other than it's very weak and could definitely use more. Wavebreaker is D tier.
I will say, sometimes it's surprising where the wave could actually hit, though. Like, sometimes you'll see it, it'll go out, and it'll hit a wall, but doesn't go up.
Mhm.
And then other times it's like, yeah, we're going to go up this wall. I don't know what determines that. And sometimes it just doesn't. Sometimes, like, you think you're safe, and next thing you know, it goes 20 feet up in the air and then hits your toes. It's like, what the frick?
W?
But, dude, that's happened so many times. I'll be like, I up here using a freaking range blaster. I'm like, I'm going to shoot this man. And I get hit in the toes. I'm like, oh. And I get hit again. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I've died to it a couple times because of its placement behind a wall or something, but it doesn't feel good to use. Like I just don't really like it.
It's not, it doesn't have the greatest use. Like, it doesn't paint. It just kind of keeps people away until it gets destroyed in like 5 seconds.
Yep. Next we have the Kraken Royale. It is not the best, but it can be useful. The invulnerability allows for some more aggressive plays, and the new charge attack helps with that. It is hard to get value from the special. Being a melee special that isn't fast, it can be hard to reach the opposing team in time. I still like using this special and wish it was on more weapons, but it's fine how it is. Kraken goes to C tier.
In order to really bring like what you want out of it, you have to upgrade it with like swim speed and intensify action. But then that wastes all your slots on like just buffing your special instead of your main gameplay.
It also got rid of Kraken jumping. Like, it used to be able to super jump, but they got rid of that. Next, I have Inkvac. As a support, it's fine, but there are other specials that can do its job better, like Bubbler. Its main use is protecting a teammate with the objective, but since it's slow, it can be hard to keep up, and the further you push, the easier it is to get flanked, and you also can just be ran over or cut in half by melee weapons. With no way to end it early, it can be pushed and easily punished. D tier for Inkvac.
I agree with most of that. I will say a lot of weapons now, because they have like a bunch of new melee weapons, including sword. It's a lot easier to get to that thing because melee weapons don't have to ink to
Yeah,
kill.
they just kill it. by running it over or touching it. It was cool when they first released it, but then people are like, oh, it's not actually that good. Next is Super Chumps. It is good for what it's meant to be. Decoys. Distracts the enemy team and has a good amount of paint. The special, I believe, isn't really meant to kill, but distract, allowing your team to move unseen. The only real counter is Wavebreaker, because Wavebreaker one-taps them. So I put Chumps in B tier.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time when someone uses chumps, it's good for just a distraction, and be like, frick, I gotta either kill these things so they don't paint and explode and damage us, or back the frick up, let it explode, then paint over it.
Mm-hmm. Like that's why I like using chumps on like tower and a choke point, because you land the chumps to the choke point, that gives your team an immediate advantage, unless they throw like a booyah bomb or Wavebreaker or whatever to destroy them all. But
that's when you activate chumps again and just shoot it again.
But that's when
you just have everyone with super chumps and
Splatter screen. Pros: confusion and distraction and displacement. Cons: ableism, damage, clutter. Your own team can't see through it. Slow, easy to avoid. Is more of a joke than the other specials. I still sometimes use it for funsies, but it's just bad. D tier.
Unless someone's like, I'm gonna run through this, and they get joked upon because there's not one, but three.
Next on the list, and our final special today, is Triple Splashdown. It has good value. Even if it's punished, there are 2 more objects that you have to shoot down to fully punish it, so it's easy to get value even if you don't survive. It doesn't take your main weapon exactly, because it doesn't take that long to use. The pros: 3 objects, nice radius, good damage, and good counterplay. Cons: Super Jump Splashdown does not work and is very sad. Triple Splashdown, B tier.
I do like the fact about this when it's triple splashdown. The 2 extra splashdowns are in the front, making like the bottom half of the triangle. Mm-hmm. So you do get a little bit of cover if you activate it early. The only problem is, more than that, you're not going to kill them because they see it, and instead of walking an extra foot, they retreat 15. Yeah.
It would be A tier if the super jump thing was like it used to be. That is all for today, guys. If you have any thoughts about any of these specials and where I put them, please let me know in the comments down below. And like always, I will see you all in the next one.